Hello, good afternoon to everyone. This is video 4 of the series that I'm doing on pinpointing which day you want to inseminate your female. Okay, there's a lot of questions and there's a lot of controversies. People ask, what is the best day to inseminate? Some people say 11th, some people say the 9th, some people say the 15th. Well, it's really up to the female. Each female is totally different. I've had females take up to 27 days to ovulate. So it's not really a day. It's the day of ovulation. Okay? This is the 4th day. We're using first the Draminsky detector. The first day it was a 980. The second day was 380. And yesterday it was at 210. Okay? 980 was the highest peak of the reading. And right now, let's see it again. First, we want to clean this up. This has already been sanitized and cleaned with alcohol and dried. All right. So we're going to do this again. You turn the machine on. You twist it once. Look how receptive she is. You press the button. You press it again. And the reading is this, 420. Okay? If we did not have the readings from before, we would be totally lost and think that she's going up. So in order for this machine for you to work well, you have to do it from the beginning and write down a chart how it goes up and down. I'll be honest with you, it works, but it does not work with every female. Every female is totally different. It's a good machine, but it does not work with all the females. Okay? Now, let's go to do a vaginal cytology. Okay, we're going to do the vaginal cytology. Look how much she's flagging, but she's been flagging for days, but today she's really receptive. Okay? Let's go in. 1, 2, and 3. You want to make sure you want to get this really well. And as you can see, there's not as much blood. It's nice and white. And we're going to be seeing some beautiful cells today. All right, let's go stain this. We are now going to stain. Again, I'm using grams stain. And the first is crystal violet. We're going to see how the cells are today. Today is the day that I start inseminating. We're going to see the progesterone levels on the machine later. And see where she's at today. Okay, the second is grams iodine. There it goes. Then you want to wash it with alcohol. And the last is saffron. All right. These cells should look really, really well. The whole space in the back should be really nice and white, no debris. Let me wash this off. Okay, let's go look at this under the microscope. This is today's smear. As you guys can tell, most of the cells are already cornified. You don't see any nucleus inside of them. The white background is nice and clear. You don't have a lot of debris, or, and they all look like Rice Krispies, like a cereal. Okay, we're looking at it under 4x. Now I'm gonna put it under 10x, so you guys can see the difference, and you really be able to tell the difference in the cells. All right. Alright, so here are the cells at 10x. As you can see, there's barely none with a nucleus that you can really tell. I mean, you can see one here, but the rest, I mean, you can see one here, but very, 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 very light. So this is what you really look for, is look for a nuclear cells, and that the background is nice and white, okay? And it looks like a cereal. It looks like a Rice Krispie if you look at it. It's not even. It's a weird looking cell. It's not round like an egg. So she is ready to breed. This is what you really look for. Let's see if we can find more cells that look really well. See how nice they look? Now if I flip the light backwards on the microscope, I'll be able to tell where the cells were, more or less. Right here, the nucleus, sorry, right here, but most of them are already cornified, and you see this background is nice and white, so we're ready to breed. Alright, let's go do the progesterone test. I'm going to collect the blood for the progesterone. Again, this is just practice. It's not as hard as it seems. But it does take practice, because some dogs you can't really see the vein in them. Okay, you want to constrict this and twist the leg a little bit so you can feel the vein, so it comes out. Okay, you see, you can't really feel it here. You want to put your thumb against where you feel the vein, and all you do is you put in the little tip with the hole facing you, and as soon as you see blood, that's it. You don't need to push it in more or nothing, just a little bit, and then start pulling backwards. There's the blood, and then you just start pulling backwards slowly. And I like to get about 5 cc's. And then you press your thumb against here. You wait a couple of seconds so no blood comes back out. Okay, so it's done. You want to get a red top tube. Flush the blood down the side of it really slowly so you don't break any red blood cells. And I let it sit for about 15 minutes. So the first day she was at 1.48 in her progesterone. The second day she was at 2.47. Yesterday she was at 9.33. So she ovulated 2 days ago, like at midnight. 5 nanograms is when they ovulate. So we'll check in a little bit and see what her progesterone levels are today. And I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so this is the boy I'm gonna breed her with. Look how she stands to him. And then she comes back in and says, hey, I'm here, you know? And puts her thing right in his face. She's ready, but he looks like he's not. Here she comes again. He's like, yo, I'm here, you know? Houdini. See how she stands and she's flagging? So she flags. He's licking the wrong part, but okay. Alright, let's go do the progesterone. Okay, so we have the blood spun. Okay, here's the serum. Again, you want to get 30 UL serum. Make sure there's no bubbles in there. And get the buffer. You can pipette up and down to mix it, or you can just shake it about 15 times. And then we get 75 UL of the serum. The serum buffer mix. And we put it in the little round hole. Let it flush in there for a second. And then we want to incubate in the chamber for 15 minutes. Here's the trick. After ovulation, progesterone levels double each day. So anything over 10 nanograms, we have to let the machine incubate for 4.5 more minutes. So I'm going to show you the results at 15 minutes. And then if it's over 10 nanograms, which it has to be, then I incubate for 4.5 more minutes. Okay, how do I breed? I breed. When I get to 5 nanograms, I skip a day and I breed the next 3 days. I don't really look for a specific number. What I do is the first day I do with fresh semen. The second day I do chilled, or if somebody ships semen in. And the third day you would do surgical, regardless of the progesterone levels. It does not matter if it's 20, 25, 30. As long as you know your day of ovulation, it does not really matter what day, or no, not day, what level the progesterone level is at. Like I said, I've done it in 15, 20, 25, and as high as the machine goes, 40, and they still take. So I'm not really looking for a specific number. I'm looking for the day of ovulation, which is usually 2 days after the LH surge. And how does the LH surge work on the machine? As soon as it moves from 1.4, even if it's 1.44, I know that there's an LH surge there. And I'm 3 days from ovulation. When I hit 5 nanograms, if I hit 5 nanograms, then I just skip a day and I breed the next 3 days. If I don't hit 5 nanograms, if it goes from 6, 7, or 8, then I just start breeding the day after. Okay, you should start breeding if you get the machine at 8 nanograms if you have the male and female at home. If you have to have the semen shipped in, then if you buy one of these machines, all you need to do is get the 5 nanograms. You skip a day and you know the next 3 days you can breed, regardless of what progesterone levels you are getting. Okay, there's a say, oh, we should inseminate from 15 or 18 or no. It doesn't work like that. I've done thousands and thousands of tests, and I've come to realize that I'm not really looking for a specific number. I'm just looking for ovulation day. Okay, so let's wait until this incubates for 15 minutes. I'll show you guys the results, and then I'll put it back in the chamber for 4.5 more minutes. Why? Because progesterone levels doubles each day after ovulation, and we just need more incubation time in order for the machine to drop down to the correct results. Okay, so let's wait 15 minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're now here incubating for 15 minutes. Yesterday she was at 9.33 nanograms. That means she already ovulated. And today the progesterone levels have to be a lot higher. Progesterone levels double each day after ovulation, so the machine will need more time of incubation in order to get the correct results. Okay, we're here at 15 minutes in the first test. Okay, so the machine is reading 27.24 nanograms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in the chamber for 4.5 more minutes. And I'll be right back to show you guys the correct level of progesterone. Okay, so that's it. I'll be right back. Okay, so the 4.5 minutes are up. And we're going to test. Okay, so this would be our correct progesterone level. IDEX, it says to breed from 18 to 24 nanograms. And I can honestly tell you that if you have ovulation day, which is 5 nanograms, and you know exactly the day that she ovulated, you skip a day and the next 3 days you breed, regardless of what levels you get. But if you're gonna do, for example, if you get a female and she's over 10 nanograms, then I would, start inseminating immediately. Now, tomorrow I'm gonna keep on going until the machine goes to 40, which is the highest it reads, so you guys can see how the progesterone works. But like I tell you, and I repeat again, if you have 5 nanograms and you skip a day and the next 3 days you breed, I guarantee you she's gonna take. Okay, so let's go collect the dog and inseminate. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how to collect the dog. This is Master Houdini. This is the one I'll be breeding. He is 100% my bloodlines, and I'll show you how the collection is done. It's very simple. A lot of people have asked me to do this video, and I'm going to show you. Okay, you want to put them on top of a table, and you need 2 sandwich bags. Okay, the first one is to collect the urine, but you want to throw out, you don't really need it. Okay, all you do, okay, you see how you want to pull it backwards, all the way back, until you feel the knot. Okay, there's the knot right there. As soon as you have it back, you pull it back towards you, and all you do is you start masturbating him a little bit. Okay, you see it? He starts getting a hard on immediately. And then you just put him inside the bag And look, that's urine right there. Okay, as soon as you see white coming out, then you want to start collecting in the other bag. You see the difference? It's white. It's not as yellow. There you go. Had to give him a little kickstart. He's probably scared of heights or something. Sometimes when people have asked me, they've collected the dog and has some blood in it. Does it matter? No. The semen is still good. So you're not gonna have any problems. Alright, so you wanna collect about 5 cc's. It's good enough. I've had people say, oh, I've collected 15 cc's. Well, 90% of it is urine or static fluid, so. Look how nice and white it is. Alright, so I collected it, and now let's go do the insemination. Okay, so we're going to inseminate now. You want to clean the area really well. You pull the syringe all the way back, so you have air here. And what you do is you put it in, like the Draminsky, and you push it up, and you just inseminate. And that's it. You want to play with her a little bit in the bottom here, and that'll make her have an orgasm. Alright, and that's it. We're done. No semen comes back out, and tomorrow I'll inseminate again for the last time. And that's it. Thank you guys again that watch my videos and follow me on Facebook or YouTube. If you want to get one of these machines, you can visit me at www.canineprogesterone.com. Please follow, share, or comment below if you have any questions. If you want to call me at 786-207-4470. Thank you all, and God bless you. Have a great day.